Hey everyone, and welcome to the 25th session of Deep Blues, that one Apocalypse World adventure. I am, as always, your MC and host, Josie. With me, as always, are my very good friends Michael.
Hello.
Jacob.
Hey.
And Seth.
Hello.
So, unfortunately, our last thing got cut a bit short due to OBS being stinky doo-doo.
Yeah, I was about to mention it. If it sounds like shit, yeah, it's because OBS crashed, and I tried my best, and of course, my best is opening up command prompt and praying with the FFmpeg stuff.
What the fuck
All right,
is wrong
we
with
got
you?
to retake. We got to retake.
Fucking mistakes into miracles over here, I guess.
No,
Literally.
truly, it
We're
truly
not
is.
starting this.
I saved this shit. It is mangled. I put together this mangled corpse of our session. Okay.
Let's be honest, it's better than I would have done. I'd given up by the time that you had apparently stayed up over an hour beyond me sleeping.
I stayed up
and
way later than that, I think.
doing a eureka moment, being like, I've done it!
I've done it, but unfortunately for me, I have to cut up each individual, thing I've said, sentence I've said, and resync it to where it's supposed to be, so, because, that's how AAC or recording works, apparently, jeez. And, no, I'm not going to bother making it any better audio quality wise. It's going to sound staticky and robotic because my god, that's too much work. I've removed the clicks.
let's it's fine. Fucking the first 5 fucking episodes of Friends at the Table sounds like utter dog shit.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the first 11 sessions of Deep Blues.
Well, that too. I'll be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. They sound stinky.
Yeah. Hey, fuck session 11. I am not over that yet.
Why? What's that?
The audio fixing I had to do for session 11, I am not over that yet.
Jesus. Session 1 is an unfortunate barrier to pass for anybody who wants to listen to the Deep Blues.
First 3 sessions.
What's that?
All sessions.
First three.
First session, especially because Jacob literally could not speak.
Yeah, I think it was first 3 sessions that he could not because
I thought it was the first one.
It was the first 2 and half of the first one of the third.
Oh yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Man, am I glad that it's been a year since we started this.
Boy, yeah.
So I can put that behind me.
So you don't have to remember that.
I mean I remember it forever, but I can try to forget. Anyway, so some things have changed nevertheless since the last session.
Yep.
Some people got improvements.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, what are they?
I'm hotter. Rusty's hotter now.
I'm pretty sure you didn't choose
he's sharper.
that.
That's right. I'm sorry. I made him hot, then decided. No, wait. I have charismatic. Jesse reminded me I have that.
Instead of heating him up to 3,000 degrees, we've instead decided to put him on a whetstone.
Yes, you're correct. I now have 2 sharp.
Good job.
Instead of 1.
I have all my moves advanced.
So if he does a basic move and he just rolls good, someday,
thank you for joining the club.
he will do some rad stuff.
I am holding on to a point for now.
Yeah, so far we've only had one time where an advanced move has procced, and that was in opening your brain, which was spooky.
Yeah, Seth looked into the black sarcophagus and saw God.
I threw up, and now I have the egg inside of me.
And we're just kind of dealing with that.
It fused with me, and I don't like this.
It's fine.
I know it's not. Josie, no, it's not.
So last session, y'all showed up to Hidden, found out that it was some sort of fucked up multi-level marketing scam, just the whole place. And 2 of y'all, Lug and Giuseppe, met Mario Merkelwain, one of the 2 oligarchs of Hidden. He was amiable but weird. And we were just about to introduce Bobson Dugnut.
Bobson, I'm sorry. Sorry, I do it every time. It gets me each time. I'm so sorry.
To remind everyone, of course, they're doing this so that they can not have to fight to the death with yet another of BG's, sort of elites. This one being Visage, scary lady with knives and
love
a
her.
metal mask.
I love her so much.
We all do.
Y'all
And if you
better.
don't fuck off and don't fucking at me, I swear to fucking God.
Yeah, hey, you
I'd
guys,
exit
I'm
the
killing your
call
character
if
off.
that didn't like fuck with the recording.
Hey, leave the call. Leave the call right now if you don't think she's good.
I just want an island that's like nice.
Too bad. The Steep Blues, baby.
We're not going to do any particular rolls except we're going to re-roll our boy's bone feel. So go ahead and get that roll in there.
Fuck
I'm
you.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. I took
Yeah.
that 10 earlier. I'm so sorry.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
He lost both.
You can't delete sidekick bots, unfortunately.
Hey,
Yeah, you can't
What are you
delete
doing?
that. He was
Anyway.
trying to delete it.
hey.
So, okay, you're cute, but all right. Anyway, let's get back into the scene, which will be a little bit difficult because we kind of like left on a weird note. So, Rusty, you were going towards Bob's and Dugnuts, big dumb warehouse, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what were you planning on doing?
Well, I was gonna go ask somebody who looked important if I can hop in front because I'm so sick and tired of everything. I
You're
need
looking for somebody important?
somebody who looks important that could jump me to the front of the line.
I think you find a few people who are like directing people and like standing around like making sure nobody cuts and shit. You know, the sort of like goody two shoes jackasses.
Oh yeah, so I've gotta use my mini knives on them. Okay, let's
Of course.
see here. All right, so sorry, I'm now shuffling all my paper, my character sheets.
It's alright, it makes it more authentic.
Okay, so I've successfully figured out who's important, thanks to my good eyesight. I'm gonna
If
walk.
you say so.
Well, you've told me that I've found a few that looked like they're, making sure nobody's cutting the lines and look important, yeah? Just now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to one. Hey man, is it possible I can, get to the front real quick? It's super important, my man. I'm gonna put my arm on him, casually,
are you-
friendly. No,
Okay, so
I'm
you're
not
not-
using the glove. Or,
Not yet, okay.
Not yet. I'm being friendly, casual.
Okay,
right now.
well, you put your hand on the back of their shoulder, and they turn around, and it's kind of like mousy looking, like mousy yet tall kind of person, who looks a little like more than a little like annoyed that you've made him take his eyes off the line.
Understandable.
Excuse me, nobody gets to go to the front of the line without going through the line first. No cutsies, no holding the line, no holding places, and if we catch you, we'll make you go to the back.
Hey man. Hey. Can I please do cutsies? I'm gonna seduce / manipulate.
Okay. Can I please do?
Can
fuck
I
you.
please do cutsies?
Fuck off.
I kind of expected that not to work.
Okay, so like, you asked them that. Like, how do you think that they would like actually like react to that and say yeah, sure? Like, what do you think about the way you asked them like makes them change?
He was
their mind?
responding to someone else with a yeah, and Rusty goes, "Thanks, bye."
No, he looked at me a little better. He looked at Rusty up and down a little better. Thought I was pregnant. It was like, oh, you're expecting. I'm so sorry. Here, go to the front.
What if he actually noticed the egg and was like, oh, hold up,
Hold
maybe
up.
this is important?
I've seen that before. Somebody's been pregnant.
There's a lot of shitheads who are whining about a fucking egg lately. Let me get my boss.
Hold on.
But yeah, they lead you up to the front.
I'm so sorry. I can't believe that worked.
You shouldn't. So you come up to the front, and in this like pretty, frankly, stupefyingly wide desk. It's not very like, it's not a long desk. Just imagine a shitload of like picnic like tables just like lined up. And there's a single man kind of sitting there, looking very bored. He's very tall and thin. He's got slicked back hair. He's very wrinkled khakis and a white dress shirt. He looks like he'd be he's the butleriest kind of guy, but like he's not selling his butleriness. And your guy walks in and is like, sir, Bob's Mr. Dugnut. Yes, what is it?
I hate him.
Sir, I think you may want to speak to the gentleman, Mr.
Rusty.
Yes, that. I'll take it from here, Williamson. And the guy walks off. And he gets up from the chair, and he really gets up from that chair. Like, it seems like it takes... He starts to get up, and it just, like, he's getting up and up and up and up. And he's, like, fucking 3 feet taller than you.
Holy shit. Holy crud. I don't like this. Nobody can be taller than me in my fantasy. I'm already short enough.
I see you're quite the character to get here and cut the line. I like that in a man. What can I do for you, Mr. Rusty?
Thanks, man.
My name...
What now?
Please go on.
Alright, hey man, I just need to know what's up with you and your whole deal. Is that chill? Is that good?
That is very chill. My name is Bobson Dugnut. And I am...
Can he mispronounce his own name each time he says it? Can you do that for me?
No. I am all that separates this place from the barbarity of the Outlands and the Outwaters. You do not understand just how much I do for this community and keeping it from the total destruction that Mario Merkelwane would definitely bring upon it. I stand for all things right and family and all that is good in the world. Moreover, I am looking for capable members who are a cut above the rest. And so if you would like to, I would be absolutely remiss to allow you to join me as an operator and as one of my senators.
Did you say senators or sanitors?
Senators.
Senador.
Sure.
Rusty's gonna sit there, look like he's thinking it over, mull it over, all this information.
That sounds pretty good, actually. Yeah. Hey, would you mind if I were to swing by later and... Because, I gotta discuss things with my own family. Get their input.
Of course, family is incredibly important to me.
Yes, it is, sir.
I'm gonna pat him on the back. Pat, pat.
Please
Thanks, man.
don't touch me.
Alright, understandable. Alright, man, thank you so much.
You are incredibly damp.
Yeah. It's a condition. Hey, man, you have a wonderful day, alright? I'm gonna go ask them. See what they think.
He waves you by.
I'm gonna wander off, try to find Lug and Giuseppe.
Are me and Lug already out?
Yep, you had already left to, meet back up and talk.
Giuseppe's been twiddling his thumbs. He's still irritated by everything in this situation.
I think you all pretty easily find each other, kind of like in the middle commons area.
Hey, guys.
Can this be my bad bone feel roll?
No.
So, I met with Bobson. I kinda don't like him.
We met with Mario, and I mean, I hate this island already, so I'm kind of biased. What's your opinion, Lug?
Oh, I don't know about this, bibs and dog butt, but, this Maria guy, he said he stands for what's right, something about family, and all that's right and good.
Yeah, Bobson did too.
Yeah, they're kind of just the same, aren't they?
Yeah, he's looking for somebody a cut above the rest and trying to protect us from Mario.
So's Maria.
Mm. So really, we're just picking who we feel's better, huh?
What if it doesn't matter who we choose? As long as we make the other...
He leans in kind of close to Rusty.
As we make the other not choose that freak.
He's talking about Visage.
I don't know if we have a choice in that matter.
Do
Look.
we?
Look, I don't
Why are you
know,
saying
dude.
it like that?
I ain't gonna blow nobody up.
Listen. These two, I know them. They're business. And what does no one want in business? Bad business.
Taxes?
Bad business.
Oh, okay.
We've just got to
you guys know what
convince both
taxes
of
are?
them that lady and her croonies, that they are bad business.
I hate how aggressive Luck is being right now. Like, I imagine him putting an arm over Rusty's shoulder and just poking him every time to make a point.
He is.
Oh my
Since when
god.
did you learn so much about business, Lug?
Yo, look, what the hell?
Self-employed.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, let's go, Rusty.
Now the question is, how?
I mean, like, if I were a businessman, I would not recruit a person wearing a mask and wielding several knives. But wait a minute. No, I have Rusty on here. What the fuck?
I ain't wearing a mask though.
Okay.
Lug
that's
looks
fair.
at Giuseppe.
See, okay, no, I got it. I wouldn't recruit a person. I can recruit a person wearing a mask, and I can recruit a person wielding knives. I can't recruit a person who does both at once. I have.
All right,
standards.
here, Lug.
He just kind of eyes over Giuseppe before turning back to
You know
Rusty.
what? I've made several mistakes on my way to becoming a very small business in the blue. You know, we all make mistakes. I just happen to have made all the terrible ones.
Yeah, like right now.
Okay, someone else
You
want to think
guys-
for a while?
You're making this way too complicated. What if?
He puts a hand on Rusty's shoulder. He puts his
Yeah.
other on Giuseppe's shoulder. He pulls him in.
We lie.
Like what I've been doing this whole time.
He kind of pushes Rusty away.
We can get them to think that these folks are bad business. Hey, I got it. I got it.
He kind of
Be
looks
quiet.
up.
We don't want anyone else to hear.
They said they'd kill us if we didn't have a side. The same should apply to them.
I don't think that's what they said.
Hey, Lug, you're forgetting the part where, like, one of them has to win. The person we're going for has to win. It don't matter if, like, they don't get chosen. If the other person wins, well, the person we're rooting for loses, it don't matter, dude. We lose.
But so did they.
No, Lug. They'd win.
No.
I'm
Uh,
starting to think this bet was stacked against us.
Rusty's gonna just put his hands in his face like, Lug. Lug, dude, come on.
We don't even have to join if they can't.
Lug!
How
I'm
did
sorry,
we-
that's
how did we
his
kill God?
Rusty. Let me just put it out there, that's his Rusty. I can't just... Lug.
Lug, come on, man.
How did we kill God?
Quickly, now come on.
Okay, I'll you know what? I'll go along with you. He just follows Rusty. I mean, Lug.
Look, this isn't how that works.
You have a better idea? I'm not. I don't want to get involved in politics. I mean, I have before, but never mind.
Oh
I
my
don't have
God.
any rules. I don't have any morals, do I?
Well, gee, Giuseppe, do you not have morals?
I mean, I just support whoever's not going to kill me, which happens to be a lot of people who want to kill me.
His moral is just Rusty. Rusty doesn't want him dead. His morals are just Rusty and Luck, because those are the only two people who don't want him dead in his band. I don't know about his band, though. His band may want him dead at some point. Sometimes.
not really.
Sometimes.
There's that hypnosis part.
Shh. Shh.
What?
We don't talk about
Mhm.
that.
What?
You know, when Gormizer tried to get them to kill you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look, man, I really don't think this is gonna work.
Not with that attitude. You owe me.
Look. Look. Man, come on.
Get your gang.
They're
And
sick.
Get my gang. And
They
get them.
hate me.
Oh, I'll bring the band.
We need to get the people here to think that these folks are bad business. Then nobody will want them.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure putting a bunch of sick people in the town would convince them that we're bad people. Yeah.
Do it yourself.
I mean, if they're bedridden, they can't fight.
You know, Giuseppe's got a point.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't mean for
My
that to be a
guy's
point.
bedridden. They're bedridden.
Then do it yourself.
I'm not
Come on.
I'm not getting sick. Okay?
Did I put
Look.
any extra bottles on me?
You pull out
Look,
your
I'm not
flask.
getting sick today.
It's not what I'm saying.
Look, what are you even gonna do? How are you gonna even go about doing this?
The more people we get to think it, the more people will get other people to think it.
Lord, I really don't think this is gonna work.
I don't
It's
either.
not in the contract. You don't care.
I don't care.
Come on.
No. Man, this sucks. I don't like it. Hey,
Is there anyone I can consult for an idea, Josie?
What do you mean?
I don't know. We have no ideas on how to handle this situation, other than just like the obvious solution of joining a group and fighting the other one. My only lead is that like Mario doesn't really hate Bobson that much.
Well, maybe you should actually look into that.
Do we know where Visage and Co are?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Do you guys want to ask around on that information? Like, it seemed like Bobson didn't have a good opinion of Mario.
I mean, it's
Well, you
fairly
don't
obvious
know.
that you're not going to be able to ask people, hey, does your boss, who supposedly hates the other guy, not actually hate him? You're not going to get anything from that.
Yeah.
You'd have to actually do some other form of sleuthing. You know, be sneaky.
What do you guys think? Should we sneak into one of their buildings and see what they think, what they do when they're not just talked about the business?
That's
I mean-
actually,
It's better than what this guy is thinking of doing, so I mean, now.
He glares.
I'm not gonna glare.
Play nice, play nice.
What? I am. He's been poking me this whole time, okay? Asshole.
Just being aggressive.
Alright, so where should we go first then, huh? Where do you think?
Okay, me and Lug haven't seen Bobson, and you haven't seen Mario yet.
Yeah.
Should we split up in the opposite way, or just go to each
sounds
at once?
sounds good, honestly.
I don't know, I
Right.
think it'd be good if we go back and listen Because we already know what the person we're going to says he is. So we could probably catch some discrepancies since we know him already, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you two
I
should
think,
probably go see on Mario.
I think Lug leans over to Giuseppe.
Why is he using such big words?
I don't know. I think something happened when he looked into that black box we found.
You did
Jeez, oh man, please, your mic
I'm
peeking.
so sorry.
Ow.
I'm so sorry.
Are you
Oh,
okay?
Lord.
Are you
I'll
okay,
back up.
Rusty?
Yes, I am.
Rusty just spit in everyone's face.
I am having a bad day. Alright.
Me too. What a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
You never have a good day, Giuseppe. What the fuck are you
Yeah,
talking
Giuseppe
about?
never has a good.
I had
You
a
only
good
get
Every
day
day
you
is
have
like
when you're
whine and
drunk, dude.
complain.
The day before the session started was a good day. I played a good
Oh,
music.
wait, was it?
I mean, no, I mean before the campaign started. Yes, the day before the campaign started was a good day.
I don't know.
Giuseppe's
Alright,
last
so-
good day.
The plan is that each person is going to go back to their respective, like, sort of quote unquote side and try to
Eavesdrop.
Go-
Out. Yeah.
get in,
Yeah.
like, the back rooms kind of shit.
Yeah.
Alright, that's an idea.
Sorry I tripped over that.
That's alright. Let's start with Lug and Giuseppe then. So how do you actually go about this? Like, there's a large, like, there's the line in front of the warehouse. Do you want to do this like later on in the day? Do you want to like get in good with them so you can get back there more easily, or do you want to just like sneak in?
Well, it's a warehouse, so there's got to be like stuff above, like vents and stuff, right?
That's a fair
Rafters.
possibility. I don't know about vents. I don't think they're that like.
Rafters.
Yeah, there's probably like support beams and shit like that.
I think that'd be a good place to start. Just get there to the rafters.
How do you want to get in though?
Is there not a back?
There might be. You'd have to look.
Oh, we gotta look for a back. I think we should.
I'll go with that. Lug knows more about espionage than I do.
Apparently.
So I'll just count on you to follow.
I mean, I could like go in another way, but I don't know.
You could.
Do I need to distract? Should I distract people for Lug to sneak around easier? Hey, wait a minute. Actually, if you need like an easy distraction to like look around easier, like I could use Odorful and Gracious and put on a show just to like keep them entertained for a while.
I think the issue... We're talking out of character. I think the issue is that we're trying to catch them in their not businessy attitude, and if they're a public venue like that, they're probably going to be very businessy.
I guess it depends on who goes. Like if we just like want to get the crowds out, then I can play some music for them.
I mean, making a distraction isn't hard. Like you're full of like hot moves that get people's attention, or you could just straight up like use manipulate and seduce. If worst comes to worst, you could just make a fucking scene. So making a distraction is probably a fair idea, if only to get people like their attention away from the warehouse. While your boy gets in there and looks around.
Okay. I guess I could do that and Lug can find a way to like get in deeper. What do you think, Lug? I mean, Michael.
I think that would work.
Should I make this like a use of my move or just a seduce
Which
and
move?
manipulate?
Which move?
I was thinking Outful and Gracious, the one like performing my art.
Oh right, that. The Skinner move you got. Yeah, that is a fair idea.
Where I just like put up like a quick poster saying that I was going to like perform at my like
I think it'd be like a lot of work to get a whole poster ready.
mod post. Maybe just like start playing over at my sales blanket until people come.
You could certainly like go up to Mario and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna do a performance to attract people to your side."
Okay. I can invite everyone. I found a spare triangle in like the closet that I'm going to give to Cope.
Okay. He'll play it badly, but
I'll get him a new instrument later. I don't
so
know.
to remember to do the thing, you got to do it. So
Yeah.
do it.
So we perform, and I'm gonna roll plus art.
No, you like,
Oh.
are you just gonna walk up and be like, "Here's my instruments."
Oh,
Boop,
okay.
boop,
Never
boop.
mind.
You have to talk
Okay,
to people if
okay,
you're gonna
sorry.
get.
I go. Okay, I go visit Mario. So like, hey Mario, since I'm coming in, I've been stopping by town for a while. I want to put on a little show for some of the citizens of this place. Get them to just come by and hang around, and maybe they'll stop by and take a look at your business while I'm out. Is that okay? Can I perform around here?
I think Mario scratches his jowls and like, well, as the handler for the great hero, Mr. Japipi, I think that you could do just an amazing bang-up job. And to be frank, I am honored that you would be so kind as to do so much community service for us. Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Y'all come back now.
So we go out, roll out a blanket, get our stuff set up. Hopefully everyone's fine with this. I don't know how the band's feeling right now.
Band feels alright. They were kind of like just lazing around, and they're just, you get there and you kind of kick them, and they're like, fine. Kind of collectively.
It happens.
Fuzz definitely more of the part of it.
I feel bad for Fuzz.
I don't know why. She's just being a baby.
It's
She
your
didn't want
job,
it.
Fuzz. Come on.
It's her job, she sings.
She didn't need any of this.
She didn't need any of this.
Look, this is the least eventful shit. Like, she's probably loving this.
Yeah, this is
She gets to
boring.
she doesn't have
compared
to.
to everything.
She doesn't have to shoot people. Like, come on.
She
I
doesn't
will
have to get
perform,
shot at.
I'll perform a roll of Awful and Gracious to see how that goes, and then Lug can pull out what he wants.
Alrighty.
God.
Not great.
That's like the lowest roll I can get. I don't get any bonuses. I just perform
Hey.
well.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
roll
just-
8 checks to help boost
Not
everything.
from over there.
Oh, I can't
Not
do
unless you did your special move, which involves fucking.
Do you want
Which-
to use?
Which involves what?
You don't remember the sex moves?
Oh yeah, I thought we deleted those. I don't have it on my chart.
Yeah, we did delete those. I'm making a
Hey,
joke.
I don't have that on
Goddamn.
my chart. Can I hold on? I gotta look it up real quick. What I gotta roll?
It's- If you and another character have sex, you each hold one. Either of you can spend your hold any time to help or interfere with the other at any distance, despite any barriers that would normally prevent it.
Okay, Giuseppe, we've done it.
No.
Can't you just use your augury to boost me?
No.
Okay.
But remember, at the very least, artful and gracious, you don't get anything bad because of it. You just don't do what you want to do. You just play pretty alright. So you just have a nice time playing, and like, a lot of the time you're kind of eyeing Mario, being like, am I captivating you?
Am I good?
Are you looking? Are you looking? And he's just kind of like, this is nice. But
Dang.
every once in a while, he certainly like looks to, his sides, and he talks to one of his, underlings and tells them like things to do and shit. You're not really distracting him very well.
God. What did you want to
Lug.
do, Lug? I'm sorry, I've screwed up already.
Well, Mario's not in the warehouse now, right?
He is not.
Well, that gives Lug the perfect opportunity to look for a back entrance or maybe slide through the front when no one's looking. I think he's gonna look for a back entrance first.
Yeah, there's certainly back entrances. Each warehouse has like a little bit of a kind of a dock thing that people can go to, and then big doors that they open so they can bring stuff in. Most of the people went to look at the little like performance, but you see a couple stragglers in the back, kind of like angrily smoking, a cigarette, being like, well, I want to watch the fucking show. God damn.
How
Some people don't
many
appreciate jazz.
stragglers?
We'll say there's just 2. They look like people who are just having a smoke break rather than actually guarding anything. They look like bored people who've been working for most of the day. If you were to, lie to them and manipulate them, you could certainly just like walk right past them as though you were, supposed to be here.
I'm thinking, but like that's -1 hot.
That is true.
I'm thinking. Do first, I want to read a person actually real quick first.
You have to be kind of talking to someone to read people. Like a discussion has to be going on there. You could certainly read a sitch though,
Okay. Yeah, I think
which has things explicitly that you probably want.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Okay.
So you get one hold.
Okay. What is my best way in?
I think that I would say this is certainly a pretty simple building. It's not like made with lots of holes and stuff in mind. So I think those back entrances are your best way in. Note, however, that you get a +1 if you're taking my answer into account.
I just want to walk right past him.
Okay. You want to like... Are you trying to just act cool?
Yeah.
Because I think that would be like... You could certainly do something under fire like that.
Okay, then I will use my weird for that instead.
Okay. Yeah, you're just acting like you're supposed to be here. Damn.
I
Well,
need those rolls. Your rolls.
is that that's not with the +1, is it?
Oh, that is not with the +1.
Okay, you rolled your advanced move.
Oh.
Damn. Good shit.
Oh.
So yeah, you describe what like they do. Like how do you do this artfully and graciously and like with aplomb?
I was thinking about this, and I was...
You're not pulling out a forklift.
No. I was thinking... He walks up, and he tries to go, and they're like, hey, what are you doing? And he stops and kind of looks at them, and I think he simply just says...
Yo, I heard there's free smokes out there.
He just kind of points back to where the concert's going.
And then I guess they shrug and go over there.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, whatever, all right.
He walks in.
God.
Perfect. And you just walk away like, God damn, I'm smooth.
And they realize they were missing their wallets. No.
No, that's a little too far.
Yeah.
Why would you do that to them?
So, yeah, you're in the warehouse. Lots and lots of stacked up stuff. Some of it in like containers, but a lot of it is simply like in areas designated for certain types of stuff. Like, this is where fucking dumb shit garbage goes. Here's where the butts go. I don't know.
Okay.
You know what I mean. There is a smaller structure, however, inside of it that seems like it could be an office.
Is anyone around or in it?
That's important because when you get close, you hear noises from inside. Several hushed voices.
Okay, so is it like walls set up around the office? Like stand-up walls, or is this built in?
It's like a little building inside. Yeah, like imagine like a warehouse, and then just imagine like a little area that's like got walls and a roof that's inside of it.
Okay.
It's built into like I'll say like part like the kind of the corner of the back wall and the side wall.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
And so there are hushed voices inside it. I gotta think what my best way around this would be. Would reading a stitch allow me to hear better if I get well?
I don't think you have to roll anything to hear better. You just have to get a little closer. Nothing's really in your way that would stop you from doing that.
I think he's got to get closer then.
All right, yeah, you start to approach and you hear the voices more clearly. Someone be like, oh man, we're so fucking good at this, and it'd be like, shut the fuck up, stop being, you're gonna ruin it for everybody. You hear like, I think 5 voices, all kind of like vaguely cajoling each other and congratulating, and then like admonishing each other.
Are they familiar?
One of them sounds familiar.
How so?
You thought that they sounded a lot like Silver.
Oh no.
Isn't that how
Rusty was saying, yeah.
yeah,
What's that?
isn't that how you were saying one of the people
Yeah, I made
around-
mention
yeah.
that one of the people sounded like Silver last session.
There's no way out of this room here, is there?
There's a door that you're at.
Well, no, I mean besides the door.
Besides the door, no.
And there's boxes around us?
I mean, there's like some boxes around.
Are they heavy?
I mean, a little bit.
I want to listen a little bit more into what they're saying. Would I have to roll anything for that, do you think? Maybe I could open my brain.
You could open your brain.
I think opening my brain would do something.
What are you opening it about?
To the conversation at hand and the occupants of the room. Just kind of a general idea of what is happening.
Sick.
Hot damn.
You close your eyes for a bit, you concentrate on the sounds, and your brain kind of draws, pictures to go with the sounds, and you see several sort of stick figures all huddled around a table, kind of like punching each other on the arm and having a very bro-y time. I think a better shape starts to form on one of them in particular, the one that you think sounds familiar. And you recognize them as one of Visage's followers. But then, like, their forms sort of morph, and instead of 5, there's 3. And they look like you 3. And they're doing this, sort of the same thing, but as you think you would do it. Lug kind of like glaring at Rusty, but, happy that you did a thing good. Giuseppe just being nervous. Rusty trying to, keep everything vaguely together, but fucking up.
And I can't hear anything more of what they're saying.
I mean, they're just kind of saying similar things, like that they did well, that they got what they wanted, they know what they need to know. Yeah, that's sort of the gist of it.
So I know that there are people in there, and that one of them is one of Visage's followers. And
something happens though that kind of like pushes you out of your train of thought, because you hear footsteps coming from the front of the warehouse. Giuseppe, while you're playing, you look and you see that Mario Merkelwain is not in the crowd.
Oh no.
But we'll switch over real quick to Rusty.
Yay, my turn.
So Rusty, what were you thinking of
Giuseppe
doing?
starts to play a song really fast to finish it quickly for intermission.
Just like in
2
Super Mario
times
whenever
speed.
you're running out of time.
So what were you thinking of doing in order to like figure out, get in there, do your shit?
Well, walk around the building, be kind of chummy with everybody. Hey man, how's it going? Pat pat, walk on off. Looking around the building.
Was that guy pregnant?
You can't just say that.
I had food in my mouth, asshole.
Lugosi.
Getting really chummy every time somebody asks when I'm due.
I don't know yet. Pretty soon here, I hope. Can't wait.
Pretty soon I hope.
Pretty soon here, I hope.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I can't wait for baby.
Of course. Yeah, you do a good look around. It has a similar setup to what I mentioned earlier. Large back doors. Some people are just kind of like milling about. Some on their, breaks. Some actually moving, stuff.
Uh-huh. Would this be considered a mob?
I don't know that there's many people for a mob. You'd have to gather
Not
them.
enough people for a mob. Can I yell pretty loudly, "Hey guys, come here," and they all come over for a mob?
You certainly could.
All right.
Hey guys, hey, can you guys come here real quick? I gotta ask you something, man.
Some of them are just like kind of like, is that the guy who's talking to the boss? Yeah. All right. What is he? I don't know what he wants. Is he important? I don't know. He talked to the boss. I was just about to finish my cigarette. Well, stamp it out and let's go.
No,
It's like, God, whatever.
You can keep smoking that. That's okay.
Oh, thank God. I heard that it's like not cool to smoke around pregnant people, so I try not to.
It's all right. Just one won't kill me.
Yeah, you've got a group of, I'll say, 12 people around you.
All right. Nice.
And I'm like, okay, so like, are you good?
I didn't expect.
You all right?
I didn't expect to get this far. This is going oddly well for me. I'm scared of psychic butt. I've never known fear up until today. Well, can I get a sneak peek back behind them real quick? Get a quick layout. I'm gonna.
Are you like asking them, or are you
No,
asking me?
me to you as Rusty looking in. What can I see?
Oh, you could see pretty or not pretty clearly from here. Like it's a lot of freight, a lot of stuff either being packaged or put onto boats or taken off of boats.
Mm.
It's a lot of trade goods, but a lot of it seems like pretty like weird stuff to be moving in bulk. Like lots of like kind of meh looking clothing, some kind of cruddy looking small arms, lots of things that look like, it's like, why is that in a big pile? That looks like just people's stuff. It's like if you took a bunch of people's like, pocket lint or not pocket lint, but like stuff they like keychains,
Just little trinkets.
Yeah, there are a lot of people's trinkets, and they're just like they're in there as though it were like a bunch of bundles of linen that were supposed to be there.
That's suspicious. That's suspicious.
Hey, can I ask you where all the important people gather and what the heck is going on back there?
I'm gonna use frenzy to hype them up and tell me stuff, and that's plus weird.
Well, remember you have to speak truth to power,
Oh, truth to power.
or I think speak the truth.
Speak the truth to a mob.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm
So
pretty
you-
important. Can I get in there and see what's going on?
I think that works.
Yeah, that's a real hype man shit here.
Listen, doing it by hyper, I don't want to peek the mic again.
Understandable.
I'm a little anxious of doing that, so I'm gonna try to be quiet. So is that okay? Is that good enough?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna like press you on it.
All right, thank
Good,
you.
good.
Okay, so I get a plus or hold 3.
You get hold
You
3.
rolls-
You
why
can
am I'm the
bring
only one
them.
who's gotten a bad roll.
Look,
I got
this
one.
motherfucker Lug is gonna get caught out because of his bad roll. He's gonna get fucked because of his bad roll.
Yeah, at some point. We don't know when. Probably right
Oh,
now.
boy.
Probably in the future. Who knows? But I can. Well, I've already brought people forward, and because they're here, I'm not trying
Well,
to bring them forward.
I mean, you don't have to use your hold for
I
that.
don't have to do that.
But remember, your
Um,
options are bring people forward, deliver them, bring forward their precious things, unite and fight for you as a gang, fall into an orgy of uninhibited emotion, or go quietly back to their lives.
Well,
I can say that you can kind of give general directions to the mob if you just make them your gang.
okay.
Like, not so much as like
Yeah, they're
that
not
you're
gonna
telling them to
fight.
fight, but just like a bunch of people who, if you're accosted, they'll like defend you from like accusation and harm.
I do like that. I do like to be, protected from accusation and harm.
Yeah, like imagine like if an ambassador came over and was like, "Hey, I've lost my security detail. Can you help me?" And people are like, "Yeah, okay, sure. I'm not gonna let someone like fuck with you."
Oh, nice. Yeah, I like that. So that's one. They're going to unite as a gang, not fight for me, but maybe a little bit, but not too intensely.
Maybe a little.
Maybe a little bit. It kind of depends on the moment and the energy in the moment. I understand. Listen, I understand.
They start
Okay.
attacking passerby.
Yeah. So you've got this nice group of men. What do you do with them?
Well, I want them to show me around. Important
Show you around?
places, what's going on.
Okay. Well, they're like, "Oh, give you a tour." Yeah. All right. We can give you a tour. Yeah. Sure. And they kind of walk you around at a leisurely pace. Like, over here is where we keep. It's a warehouse.
Yeah.
We don't exactly have, very high tech things like, the big ones like cranes and stuff, but we make do.
Mm-mm.
We trade. Largely, this place is a kind of a trade hub. It's not the biggest, but we go, between places. We get the stuff and we sell it and buy it. Bobson Dugnut, of course, does it much better than Mario Microwayne.
Of course.
Mario is he's a fucking snake. Don't believe anything he says. Here's where we like. Here's Lost and Found. Here's kind of general shit. Here's the office. That's where Bobson does most of his work. That's really all of the places in a warehouse. There's just the
Mm-mm. All right, sounds cool. Sounds cool.
It's not very cool.
I did
Most of us are pretty tired. We've been working all day.
Holy shit, Jacob. Let's see. Well, now I've been given a tour. I know where the office is. Let's see. How do I... Trying to think of how I would word trying to get into the office itself.
Well, as somebody who's important, you could simply tell them that, like, you're supposed to have a meeting or something like that.
Thank you, Josie, for my life. You're too good.
That's what I'm here for.
You're too good for us. I want to do that.
Hey, fellas. Sorry to cut this whole thing short. I got a meeting with Doug Nut here in a bit. You think I could get in there? See him?
Does anyone have a key to the office? I don't. Does anybody here have a key to the office? I mean, like, I could just... Jared, no, you shouldn't. I mean, I know how to...
I won't tell.
Fine, whatever. Jared picks the lock.
Thanks, man.
Finally, people who realize it's not that fucking complicated.
Yeah, he just took a toothbrush and a twig.
Oh, that sounds
Literally,
right.
I've seen people pick locks with twigs.
I mean, there's like a lot of locks that you can jingle open, basically. So
Yeah.
Yeah, they have opened the door for you.
Well, I'm gonna thank them for their time.
Tips hat.
Tips. Tips the
I'm a Rusty.
Don't say that.
Alright, in his final words, Rusty has everyone in the gang attack that one dude.
I'm gonna thank them for their time and finally let them go back to doing what they were doing.
Okay. But yeah, you have a wide open path to the office.
Question: the unite and fight for you as a gang. Can I still have that, or because I've told them to go quietly back to their lives, it's gone?
I think going quietly back to their lives ends the move.
Okay. Well.
They'll certainly have a good opinion of you in the future, though.
Oh, that's good at least. Well, I'm gonna go in the office.
Yep, you go in. The door creaks.
Right, I close it behind
very
myself, but
Okay,
kind of try to do it quietly.
Right, you close the door quietly.
It's as quiet as it can get. That's good enough for me. Anything of interest?
No.
Thankfully, the sound of someone else opening a door blocked that sound out.
Yeah, whereas the rest of this place has been like pretty sparse and like utilitarian, his office certainly looks pretty well furnished. You know, it's got lots of nice baubles on shelving. It's got like not all of it has carpet, but the area that his desk has carpet.
Yeah.
He's got like, you know, he's got several chairs, a nice chair that you use to like sit across from the desk, and a very nice chair for the desk. It seems like he lives pretty comfortably. He has some filing cabinets, it seems. A glass case filled with trophies that have all had the original name scratched out and then Bobson Dugnut put on there. So there's, you know, Bobson Dugnut Marathon 2021, Bobson Dugnut Hot Dog Eating Championship 2023,
Miss Universe.
Sure.
Tell me, from just the view of this office, would you say I would be able to like tell that he lives better off than everybody else?
It is immediately pretty obvious that like you haven't really seen where anyone else lives here, but like it's pretty obvious this is like whoever runs this kind of place. You know, this is the boss. The boss's room.
Don't like the boss.
You shouldn't. Don't like bosses.
I don't like bosses. Rip to them. I'm different.
Yeah, so you're in here. What are you doing?
Well, seeing as the warehouse was just full of those few people, and nobody had been walking around, at least anybody that I could tell would be in here at any given moment here soon, I'm gonna look around, see if I can find anything of import.
Okay, I think you know, kind of, do you like ransack it, or do you like, are you careful?
I'm careful.
Okay. At first, it's just like a lot of dumb business papers, but you find one in particular that's like in a small kind of like It's one of those binders that has a lock on it, but the lock is like small and shitty, so you'd pretty easily be able to like just yank it open if you wanted to. It's the only folder of its kind.
That'd be pretty obvious if it was yanked open, right? Wouldn't it break?
It would be.
And I don't have any locks on me to replace it, sadly.
Try coughing one up real quick.
I don't think Rusty's eaten a lock here recently, but I could always roll weird to see if I could, if I did by chance, cough or eat a lock that looked just like this. So, Josie, I'm doing just that.
What are you doing?
I'm going to see.
What are you
if
actually
I can...
doing?
What?
What are you actually doing?
I'm going to see if I can cough up a lock that looked exactly like that.
With what?
I'm gonna punch my stomach, not the egg.
What move?
I'm rolling weird.
Just to flat
Just
out
straight
weird.
I mean, like,
move.
Just straight weird.
I don't. That's not. There's no.
I can't roll weird to cough something.
You can't.
Up.
You can't just say roll weird to cough up a lock. No.
Just that one character from Penguins of Madagascar.
That's what I'm trying.
Wazowski. No, Rico.
I'm being oppressed. No.
His name is Kowalski, not Wazowski.
But no, I think you're.
Okay, so I can't.
I'm gonna make a small decision. I don't think you're gonna be able to like cough up a replica lock.
Okay, not even something somewhat similar.
I don't think that you're going to cough up anything resembling a lock.
Okay, understandable.
I'm very sorry about this.
That's okay. I understand completely.
Wait.
Let's rip that thing off anyway. Wait, what?
Hear me out.
What?
Take the lock that Jared lockpicked.
That's a door.
That's a door lock.
That's a doorknob, dude.
And
all right, so you're just yanking it open.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes apart with like a pretty satisfying click.
I'm gonna eat it afterwards. Hide the evidence.
Of course. Sell it later.
No.
On black market.
Okay, I'll cough it up later.
Inside,
Got it.
inside is a sheaf of papers that at first seem pretty normal, but you start to like kind of get some patterns from them when you look through. It's like something that refers to a particular event. They don't actually specify any particular name. It's just like event log, like, and then like a sheet for every month of like the past months. The date sort of coinciding that you're pretty sure is like today. And it's like lists a shitload of stuff like clothing, shoes, random belongings, precious metals, jewelry, and then it, at the end of them each time is like, something denoting a 50-50 split.
And no specifics, just here's an item, here's the split.
Essentially,
Okay.
some of them have a little more detail and talk and like have small notes about, losses. They say specifically like, 132 senators lost, and then it'll have another bit and be like, just like I don't know, like around like 150 senators lost. Fixed discrepancy.
What the hell does that mean? What do you mean fixed discrepancy?
there was an error. They changed it in post.
Okay.
Well, how about if you rolled a read a sitch, I think I could give you some answers.
Okay, I would like to get some answers, so.
If you were to ask maybe what's my enemy's true position, we could make that like, what's their game here.
So you said true position, yeah?
Yeah, you have to roll the move.
Okay, I'm just saying for ahead of time.
Hot damn.
And I got that advanced.
So let me bring up what Rita Sitch
I want
is.
to roll an
All right, you can ask
advanced
any question from a Rita
I
Sitch.
can ask any question.
Let me check exactly.
For read a sitch, it is on a 12 plus, ask any 3 questions you want. Not limited to the list, and hold 3, but spend them 1 for 1 to ask any question you want. Not limited to the list for a read a person on the second one.
Right. So it's basically like this is about the situation. This is about the other one's about the person.
Yeah. So I can ask.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and
3
fucking ask
questions.
anything, dude.
Ask any 3 questions. So
Anything that you could possibly glean from these
anything
things.
I can possibly glean. Okay, who's getting the splits?
Bobson and Merkelwain.
Okay, well,
It's pretty obvious that they'd be the only people actually getting the split.
yeah, it's okay. All right. So Bobson's getting the split, and Mario and Bobson. Let's see. Trying to think of other things I can get, cause
Well, you could ask questions about their stuff, the stuff that they have.
what can I ask? What gets done with it? It probably gets sold, actually, don't it?
Yeah, that's kind of an obvious
Yeah.
one.
Where does it come from? I guess.
Where does it come from is a very good question.
Yeah, where does it come
And
from?
the more you think about it, you kind of draw a connection between like all the stuff that is like on the list is all just kind of stuff that people just have on them. You know, it's just people's belongings.
Just
And then you kind of connect that with the like,
pile outside.
well, not the pile. You connect it with that too, but you connect it also with like Senators Lost. And you realize, oh, I think that whatever the event is kills a bunch of people and they take their shit.
Can I figure out what the event is? Or at least when
You
it
could,
happens?
you can certainly. Well, no, you know when it is.
Oh.
Well, you know that it's today.
Oh,
You
okay.
can-
All right.
But
Did not realize
what
that.
the event is,
Yeah, what is it?
you kind of look around the room a bit, like kind of at a loss for words. At like, oh my god, they're fucking killing people and taking their shit. We don't do that.
We at least let them attack first.
Self-defense, of course.
We've gotten into
Um,
another situation, haven't we?
You see a small photograph, kind of stuck between some of the pages of these, inventories, and it is a photo of like sort of a. It's hard to tell what's going on at first, but you realize that it's like kind of a grainy photo of like two waves of human beings like crashing against each other, and on the back it reads event of, and it like goes back to the first page that you find in the date that this is apparently like the first time they did this.
Okay, well, I want to take that, and I'm not going to risk taking the entirety of this book. I'm going to find a piece of paper that references, like, shows, hey, yeah, it's going to happen today, and, the split between Mario and Bobson for stuff. Just,
What's that?
I'm going to grab a few pieces of paper out of the notebook.
Mhm.
Not a lot. I don't want it to be completely obvious that it's stolen, despite the fact that the lock has been broken.
Right.
But I don't want it to be 100% obvious.
We're doomed, don't
I need
we?
So
something.
you're taking those papers and the photograph.
Yeah, because I need something.
Okay, yeah. When you like raise your head out, out of like your fucking brain blast there, you realize you're not alone in the room.
Oh no, who's here?
Visage.
Hey, visit.
She's
Hey,
kind of like
what's up?
sitting. She's sitting across from the desk,
Hey,
like on the
Visha.
chair.
Oh wait, I don't know her name yet, do I?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I do. Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, last session happened,
You already talked to
and
Sweet
then I got
Jeremy.
frustrated and upset. But I didn't know that. I
I
don't
miss
know that.
Sweet Jeremy.
I don't. I wanted. I miss beating his ass, but that's about it.
Hey, what's up?
I'm gonna act real friendly.
So, pretty funny setup they got here, huh?
Yeah, real messed up.
Smart. Ruthless. Disgusting.
Yeah, you can say that again. Not the smart part, though. Seems kind of dumb.
I was reading over your shoulder the whole time.
Yeah.
Did you not notice me?
No, not kind of. I'm sorry, no. I'm not very observant when I'm reading. I'm still learning, alright?
I understand. It's a lot to take in.
Alright, thank you. Thank you, bud.
You know, you remind me a lot of myself when I was younger.
Uh-huh. How so?
Unfortunately naive.
Mm-hmm.
You believe the best in people, even when they don't deserve it.
He's gonna nod this whole time.
You're not as bad as I thought you were. It wasn't easy getting in here myself.
Oh, yeah, I didn't lock the door back behind myself, did I?
You didn't.
No.
First
Yeah.
rule.
Yeah.
First rule. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
you
right.
did. You really.
Thank you.
Yeah. You fucked that up.
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks for telling me.
You're welcome. That's the only way we get better.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, bud.
I'm gonna pat her. Friendly pat pat.
Pat pat.
Pat pat.
She pats back.
All right, thank you. Nice. So what are you doing in here, huh?
Same thing you are.
Ah.
We're not stupid. I wasn't just gonna do this and whoop-de-doo, who wins.
No,
I was gonna fuck you over. But then, turns out you had the same idea.
Oh, I thought you already had some kind of inkling on what was going on.
I did. But that's just because I'm one of Peachy's elite.
Oh, yeah, you know what? That makes sense. Is VG under this place, too? Is he doing something with this place?
He wants to, but I'm probably gonna tell him to, stay away. This place sucks.
It does kind of
There's
suck.
there's nothing for him here, just a bunch of jackasses killing each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dumb, vulnerable people getting killed, having their shit taken.
This sucks. This place sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I don't understand why they chose Bobson. He's not very charismatic.
He doesn't have to be. He just has to have money.
Yeah, fair point, fair point.
Alright. It's pretty obvious, since you guys turned out to be smarter than I thought, that our little bet's kind of over.
Oh, yeah?
I don't really care about the guy.
You don't? You don't?
Not really. You can have him.
Oh, cool.
Fuck this place.
Yeah, it does suck, doesn't it?
Just a word of warning. I'd kill that Jerry guy if I was you.
Why would you say that?
You'll learn. After you get whatever use you have out of him, kill him.
I'll keep that in mind.
Pat
Now I
pat.
gotta go pick my boys up. They're in the other building.
Alright, cool, have fun. Later.
Later.
I'm gonna wave.
Wave. Lug.
Oh boy.
Uh,
You hear those footsteps. What are you doing?
Something tell I don't I think I don't know what you should do. Can you jump to the ceiling?
Do you have an
Become a frog.
8-foot vertical
I would
leap?
like to use
Become
my
a frog.
10-foot vertical leap.
He yells that out loud. No.
I would like to pole vault with my 12-foot pole.
Can I roll? Can he roll weird?
You can. I don't know what to do, though.
Would you say this would be under fire?
If you want to do something in particular, you'd be acting under fire, maybe, but I don't know what you're doing. So figure out what you're doing first.
So the footsteps are
They're
coming.
currently skulking out. What's that?
The footsteps are coming. They sound like they're coming towards this office.
Yep.
There are a lot of ways to get away from here, right? I wanna.
You could hide behind product.
So that's
You
what I
could
was
go
meaning.
in-
I wanna hide behind product or in product.
Okay.
Do you have a barrel of oats you can jump into?
Fresh oats.
Shut the
Fresh
fuck up. I was thinking more like a pile of shirts that he just burrows into, like Scrooge McDuck it up.
You could do that.
Okay. What would I roll?
Yeah, I'd say go do something under fire. You're like,
Okay.
oh jeez, oh fuck, oh jeez.
I think I do use weird for spooky intents as well.
Gotcha. Hot damn.
Nice. Thank you.
You will
Psychic Bug.
become a shirt. But tell me what you do to make this like perfect. You can of course stipulate like a little bit further of its effect, rather than just you hide good.
There is a giant like pile of like just shirts and clothes and things just kind of piled up kind of on a tarp nearby, and I think he does like a swan dive into it and he just straight into it. And I think he's able to kind of like swerve himself around to like his mask like propped in it just looks like it's more clothes, and he's able to look through like and see clearly who is out there and who is coming and what they're doing, and just watch them. And of course, they don't know he's there.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, you see Mario Merkelwain kind of trudge up to his office. Like, that was a pretty good song, but I don't think it's bringing any more business. I gotta check my papers, gotta make sure. And as he gets closer to the office, like you hear those voices before. I go, shh, I hear something. What's that? Someone's coming. Hide. And then you hear like a small kerfuffle, and then nothing. And then Mario walks up to his office and is like, did I forget to lock this thing? Oh, god damn it. Gotta be more careful about that in the future. And then he kind of waltzes back and like get right in.
Does he do anything in there?
You hear kind of general movement, not a whole lot. But then suddenly you hear a crash. And you're just like, oh, what the hell? And then like immediately, like, biff, bam, bop. A bunch of bullshit's happening in there. And it happens for a good little while. If you wanted to do something, you could.
Did he shut the door?
He did not.
Could you say, as part of my role, I am able to, like, flop myself with a big hunk of clothes over to where I can see into the door to see what's happening?
Yeah, the pile's large enough that, like, you kind of, like, tip it over so that
It's like
you
a
kind of,
mobile
like...
bush, except with a pile of clothes.
Yeah.
You just, like, it over, and you're, like, part of it. You can see in through the crack in the door. There's, all 5 of Visage's followers kind of, like, dusting their hands. And there's Mario Merkelwain tied up on the floor. And they're like, good job, folks. Good job. Yeah, that was awesome. We really murked that guy. Were we supposed to murk that guy? Fuck.
They should.
What do we do? I don't know. Visage isn't here. I don't know what to do. No, shut up. We're Visage's elite. Whatever we are. Do we kill him? No.
Yes. I want blood.
Well, he kind of deserves it, doesn't he? I mean, like, he kind of does. Yeah, I mean, after, like, the shit his papers told us. I mean, like, what if we get him to tell us? Oh, you knocked him out. I mean, we can just wake him up. How do you assist? How? Can't you just, like, knock them out?
I'm starting to understand why Visage was not given the same artillery that everyone else was.
Gunch, I swear to God. Shut up.
Gunch.
Look, it wasn't my fault. If Bippo didn't grab a brick, then he'd probably be, like, a little less black and blue. Shut the fuck up, Dorp.
Dorp.
Now, bear me, please. Everybody, calm down. Fuck. Everyone in unison goes, shut the fuck up, Middle. Alright, fuck. And they'll plop down on like various seats in the room, and they're like, ugh, what are we gonna do? Think. And they sit there brainstorming for a bit. Do you do anything, Lug?
I have a multitude of things I'm thinking of that would be horrible, and I'm not sure if I could justify them even out of character. 'Cause I'm thinking, I can't read a person from 2 people having a conversation, can I?
You kind of can.
I want to read.
Like, talking just has to be going on for you to be able to read people.
Yeah, I want to read them.
Okay, go ahead and roll that. Bad. Ask one anyway.
What's your character intend to do?
You think that they're just gonna get up and walk away and just like kind of ignore all the shit that's happened? You're like, no, not our problem.
Or think it's a good idea then for me to just kind of wait. Wait for them to get up and leave then, in that case.
Yeah, they keep brainstorming for a bit, and they kind of talk amongst each other some more, and they're like, why don't we kill him? It's like, the kind of shit they've been doing is pretty heinous, and I don't think even BG would want his hands on that. And it's like, well, there's not really any reason, but I'd like to have permission from Visage first. Miss Fidget doesn't even need to know. Yeah, yes, she does. Yes, she does. Okay, goody two shoes. Fuck. Stop swearing. She tells you every day, stop swearing. Well, I can't help it. Look, I know we're all on edge because of this dumb, like, big dumb event thing and the whole, we fucking send a bunch of people to fight each other and then we just take their shit after they're dead, haha. And they just do it every fucking month, but, like, hey, why don't we kill him?
I think Lurk has enough information from that alone.
I suppose you do.
I hope Giuseppe's not going to screw up everything by being in the dark.
Oh, he'll be told. Don't worry.
I think now would be a good time for me to do something stupid. And I think Lug would kind of get up from the pile. He's not within view range, but he gets up from the pile.
Floats monster!
No, shut up.
Okay, go on.
But I think he would walk up carefully and wait for a good time when they are unaware and preferably not on their having weapons. And I think he would kind of say,
"Hey, if what I'm hearing is true,"
and he kind of waits for them to at least acknowledge that he was there, which probably wouldn't take a lot.
"This guy's doing stuff bad."
They kind of like just stare at you, just like, where'd he come from? I don't know. Who is he again? Oh, right. Shit.
Answer.
I mean, duh. That sucks. Here, you want to see it? We got documents.
I think he wants to see it.
Yep, you see something pretty similar, but a little less, like, kind of organized than what Bob's and Dugnut had. Lists of various things that people just have. Shoes and clothing and jewelry and guns. Incoming, outgoing, and then sometimes, you'll see losses. And from what you were hearing, it paints a pretty damning picture.
No. I don't like y'all. But I don't like this man more.
Oh, but I kind of like you. I heard all about you. Like, I heard stories. You're pretty cool.
I like you.
It really hurts if this guy I really like doesn't like me.
I like you.
Oh, thanks. Shut the fuck up, Gunch, you big baby. Goddamn.
But from what I'm hearing, I don't like this man more. No.
Middle, the one that you've figured out is middle is like, thanks? I think we're a little better than a multi-level marketing snake oil salesman murder man.
Let me get to the point.
Okay. I'm sorry. Keep going, please. Sir.
How about we do each other a favor? You get your boss off of us. I deal with him for you.
What, you're gonna kill him?
Maybe. If what
I mean,
you're
I'll
saying
be honest,
is true.
I don't think the boss is gonna, look, I'll be entirely upfront with you, pal. We were sent here to kind of scout out the area and figure out if this was a good place for, future development and expansion. And if I'm being 100% honest, this isn't something that we can really just turn around into a legitimate venture, you hear me? This is kind of just like one big horrible mess, and we're not exactly privy to keep it. Frankly, I want to burn it down, but I gotta get permission.
I don't.
Well, I guess that settles it. You have fun now. I'm gonna, would you mind if I take the documents? I gotta prove to my boss.
I want some.
Well, the paper. How many you want?
Enough.
The papers. Just give him a couple papers. Goddamn. All right, fine. Jesus. Yeah, they pick out like, I don't know, half of the sheaf, and they're like, "Oh, here you go." I don't know what records y'all keep, but thank you. I appreciate you being so kind and generous, and not murdering folk.
All right.
I'm glad you've let bygones be bygones, and I understand that Miss Vidges did hold a knife to your neck, but I appreciate that you are so calm and nice, and I love you. Sorry, that just kind of came out. I mean, I'm just gonna go. I'm sorry. Bye. Sorry. Shut up, Middle. God damn. You're almost ruining everything. No, I'm a sucker for the mysterious kind. Shut up, Middle. Goodbye.
Lug misses the hint.
That's understandable.
Listen, all I have to do is get a 12 plus seduce and manipulate, and I can do whatever I want.
Have you advanced your move?
Yeah.
Oh. Then yeah, you could, couldn't you? Probably.
Well, I think that with them leaving, I think there's enough like stuff around that Lug could get like a nice big sack, like over the shoulder sack. Put some like clothes in it and put Mario in it as well.
You're gonna Santa Claus him?
Yeah.
You're putting Mario in there.
Well, you can't just walk out of the building with him.
You certainly could, yeah. Like, it's heavy as all hell. Mario's a big boy. But you could get, like, a large enough sack filled with, like, various garbage to make it pretty more obvious, or less obvious that he's a grown man in a sack.
Yeah. Is he gagged?
Oh. I don't think they did.
He was tied up. He wasn't
Oh, was
gagged.
I think it would be good to gag him real quick.
Okay, you still have a sock in his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, careful with that. You don't want to accidentally suffocate him, man.
He's
I
got
don't
a
think
nose.
it matters at this point.
Does he though? I don't
No,
know how
Michael,
many
that's not how that works, dude.
Your throat gets clogged is the thing.
Yeah, and you can't breathe through your nose if
Well,
your
it's not
entire
my fault that
throat-
this man is deep throating a sock.
Right, that is the point, isn't it? Okay, so what are you doing with this Sacco boy?
We gotta bring him back to the boat.
Really?
I don't
Okay.
want him dead here. That's too suspicious.
I don't know. I thought you were just gonna toss the sack over and just like let it sink.
Well, yeah, but you wanna like
You're like, howdy, folks.
wanna-
This is just some trash. Dunk.
you wanna get the full confession first.
Why?
You kind of have it.
Yeah, you have it in paper.
We have it.
Michael, we have two versions of it. I know Lug doesn't know this.
I'm still
I
blissfully unaware.
suppose. Well, the thing is, once he does it, he's gonna have to commit and do it to the other man. I think he would bring it back to the boat just because theoretically he'd be able to get to further out waters.
I suppose that's an idea. If you want to go back to your boat, you could, but I'd say you'd have to roll something at least to actually not, get attention. Or Giuseppe could help you out. By this point, Giuseppe, you're like, okay, you're done with your set, definitely.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of gone back to their shit. What are you trying to do?
Giuseppe's wondering why everyone's taking forever. Like, he thought this would be done, and, like, Visage would probably be holding another gun up to his face, ask him to pick a side, but so he's worried. He looks at the buildings and sees if there's anything happening.
Not a whole lot is happening. You just know that Mario isn't at his desk. Like, he wasn't in the crowd for a while, now he's not at his desk.
Right. I know that Lug went behind the building, so I was gonna, like, step back there with my band and see what's up.
With your band?
Actually...
I mean, as the
leave-
band, you can probably, like, more easily get backstage access.
Oh. And I guess, like...
You're like, hey, you're the guys who played the nice songs. Hey, that was really good.
Yeah, then, okay, I'll take the band with me then.
Yeah, a lot of people kind of consider you, like, a little bit of a local, celebrity a little bit. It's like they don't listen to music often. It's like, it was nice. They liked it.
That's
So they're
good.
like, hey, yeah, it's cool. Can you get your autograph? Yeah, please sign my shit. Sign my chest, please.
I don't know what
I don't have a
signed
pen.
with, but I...
Huh?
Never mind. Giuseppe throws, like, a signed beer bottle into the crowd and then just, like, starts going backstage.
It hits someone
premium
unconscious.
Premium merch!
Somebody
Give me, it's
with
mine!
You hit somebody with it.
somebody does get hit with it, but it does not shatter. And they're like, I got hit by Giuseppe's bottle. Oh, I'll never wash this forehead.
I don't think he ever did.
Yeah, you head back there, and largely, like, people have, like, kind of, they were going back, but, like, you coming back there kind of, like, distracted everyone a bunch. So the people who would have been, like, guarding the back are kind of off doing their something else, like fighting for a fucking signed bottle. You do see your boy.
Hey, Lug, nice going there. You
Got
and
a
your
fat sack.
Is that a sack?
Fat sack.
It's progress.
It's progress. I mean, that reminds me of, like, an old legend, like my folks used to tell me about. This man called, like,
Now is not the time.
Sandy Clothes. Yeah, Sandy Clothes. He carried a lot of
Yes.
clothes around.
Yes, Giuseppe, it is clothes in the bag.
Okay,
Can we
good.
go?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
that's-
know that's a horse, and I know your damn donkey is.
Okay,
I
okay.
know that's a baby. I know that this is a frisbee, and I know that your overgrown, godforsaken, flea-ridden rat is a donkey. I know these things.
Okay
That's not
then,
a
Lug.
taxi.
Let's go. I guess if you're ready to go. What happened to Visage? Where's Rusty?
I
We
don't
should
know.
probably find Rusty before we leave.
I think Visage's followers kind of just walk by you, like, "Sup?"
Oh, hey, you guys gonna, like, attack us again? We haven't picked a side yet. We've been
Giuseppe, be
stalling.
quiet.
Now we're good. It's cool.
Oh, okay.
We'll be back in a bit.
Oh, okay.
Meet you at the boat.
Giuseppe, like, leans in, like, close to Lug. Hey, what's happening? I've been performing music for the last 2 hours.
You've done me a good work. Now, help me look as inconspicuous as possible.
Okay, do you need anyone else to help you
goes
carry
with
that
it.
bag?
No.
With the advent of, like, a fat bag over this masked man's shoulder,
No question.
you are looking very conspicuous. If you wanted to, I think you could, like, distract people by, like, people are coming up and being like, hey, what's going on? If you wanted to, like, stop them from actually caring, you'd have to do
Giuseppe,
something.
you need to... Okay, hear me
That
out.
would be... Yeah?
Giuseppe goes, oh, I just made a big sale. Yeah.
Yeah. Would this be a seduce or manipulate roll?
Absolutely.
And I would,
Okay.
I want to roll HX to help.
Okay.
Would this be... You gave me the idea,
Well,
so
let's
this would
see what
be-
the initial
okay.
roll is, but
Okay.
a good roll. Well, let's see if you can get it to 10. You do.
Hot damn. A 10, baby.
Yeah, that's actually 11, but that is sick. Good job.
Oh,
Yep, if you roll 10, you get +2.
oh, okay.
Uh,
Nice.
Yeah, so what do you tell these people? You've got, like, a small crowd around you, like, hey, why are you around the back? Like, why do you have that sack? What are you all doing?
As thanks for performing a nice concert for the crowd here, Mr. Bobson, I'm sure he's just, like, in the bathroom or something.
Mario.
He got me... What?
Mario.
Oh, Mr.
You
Mario,
hear a
yeah, I'm
whisper
sure
on the wind.
I let's pretend I said the right name. Mr. Mario decided, like, give me a big reward, just some nice, cow hides. We need them for, like, fixing the sails on our ship.
It's good eats.
Oh yeah, he's a really nice guy. Yeah, I bet he'd do that. Mario is a good stand-up guy, not like that asshole Bobson. Yeah. Hey, what's a cow?
It's a
there's
meat.
these-
It's a nut. Let's go.
Yeah,
No, they're
let's
talking
go.
amongst themselves. They're like walking off, like, yeah, that makes sense. This is great. Hey, what's a cow?
No, Lug just it's a nut. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Just
He
turns
actually
around.
that's how he helps. That's how he helps.
Yes, that's how he
And someone's
helps
like, "What's a
out.
cow?" And it's like, "It's a nut." Oh, sick.
It is a meat. It is a nut.
That's what a cow's a lot of things, but all right.
I can't be the only person. As they're walking, I can't be the only person here who doesn't know who knows what a cow is, right? Don't you know, Cope?
Carp is dead. No, kidding.
The performance was so
me.
good. He just
But he was already blown to smithereens.
Carp is just like, mine liege Giuseppe, I simply have no opinion at all. I have no idea what is happening. and I have no opinion on what is happening evermore.
That's fair. Let's keep going. I'll introduce you all to cows sometime.
Carp is a simple man.
You want hit with mace
That's it.
and pledge loyalty.
That's it.
Eat hot,
Eat hot
rule
friendship.
and tell the truth.
Except for that
Eat
time
hot
he lied
justice.
about getting attacked.
I don't remember when he lied about that.
Oh, remember when he went down to help grab something
Oh,
for
okay.
Giuseppe?
That's not a lie.
That's
That's
a
simply
lie.
that's a chivalrous joke.
That's a lie. That's a die. No.
Isn't all comedy simply lying?
Yes.
Damn.
I'm going to pull a Kant and say all lying is bad. Fuck Kants. I'm glad he's dead, motherfucker. Let's continue.
Yeah, we are moving to the boat. What are you doing,
Yep,
Rusty?
Well, I guess I'm walking around seeing you guys like, oh hey, you guys are here too.
Hey guys, I saw Visage. What's in the bag?
Nothing.
What'd he say?
I think
couldn't
that's kind of the point.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Do we have a
Rusty's
break?
gonna come over there and pat it.
He pulls it away from
Look.
him.
I'm gonna.
Rusty, I know as much as you do, which is absolutely none. I mean,
I
do you
think-
know?
Kate,
I
can I
think-
read it? Hold on, no. Can I read?
No,
a
hang on.
sitch
I think. Okay, yeah, read a sitch.
to figure out what's in this bag. Am I allowed to?
I don't understand.
I want to know what's in the bag as Rusty, and I know Lug's not gonna tell me. Can I read?
I mean, like, I don't know that you need to roll anything in particular. Do you think that it's a body in the bag?
Yeah.
Would Rusty like figure that out?
Yeah. It's a little body like in there, buddy.
I think Lug kind of leans into Rusty.
I'm just gonna give Lug a look. I ain't saying nothing.
I think Lug leans into Rusty. He puts a hand on one shoulder. He is still holding that bag. Holy shit. But he puts a hand on his shoulder and he leans in real close and he goes,
You still owe me? This is the payment.
Alright, I understand, man.
and
Do you need any
he
help?
Get me a brick.
Jeez. Visage and her boys come around, and they've got Jerry Prime in tow.
Oh, good.
Yeah, good.
Oh, hey,
It's
are
like-
you? What's going on? Do you know anything, Visage? I don't know anything. I'm just carrying like
I know
cowhides
many
or something.
things.
They're calling it off.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
Huh.
she's.
Deals off. You can have the boy.
Not gonna argue with that. You okay
Is
with
what I
coming with
think.
us, Jerry?
Man,
Zippy's still like
anything's
staying
better than
far away
this.
from Jerry because he just doesn't. He's just always like afraid.
Yeah, they like push him forward and he stumbles and he's like,
I'm gonna help him up.
anything's better than this.
Nice.
Nice. Visage kind of continues. This place is a lost cause. Is what I think's in that bag.
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
know.
Probably, yeah.
I think Lug looks to Visage's little gang members, the ones that talked with him specifically, for like any sort of like cue of like, did you tell her?
About what?
Yeah.
He kind of like puts his head like to the bag. Like he kind of like nudges his head towards the bag like this.
I think they like kind of like wave their hands like no, not us. No, not us.
What did you two get into while I was jamming out?
I think he looks to Visage and he simply says,
Get me a brick.
Are you sure you don't want me to have the brick?
Trust me.
Look, I'm gonna take care of this place. I'll take care of it. I don't know why you want to personally do it, but I can do it for you.
stress relief. He kind of questions. He says in kind of like I don't know. It's here. Might as well.
Give me the bag. You don't want to be that kind of person.
He already is.
Rusty scratches the
I
back of his
just
neck.
give her the bag. Honestly, I don't know what you have in the fucking bag. I'm getting tired of this.
I want to
Here.
read a person.
Yeah, go ahead.
Giuseppe is so tired of this shit. He was just.
All right, you get hold 2. So
What does
would you
your
like to
character
ask?
intend to do?
They intend to burn this place to the ground. Well, to the sea, to the blue. Well, at the very least, dismantle it. Maybe do some burning.
Is your character telling
Some
the
tearing apart.
truth? Would your character telling the truth mean anything in asking?
They haven't really said anything, any particular like statements.
Okay, what's your character really feeling?
They're feeling put out, tired, annoyed. Less with you and more with this place. In fact, you think they kind of like, they have pretty positive feelings about y'all.
I think he kind of puts the bag towards her, and he simply says,
Don't leave the other half unfinished.
I never do. And here's this. And she gives you a sack.
How big is the sack?
Yeah, how big?
Similar size, more hefty.
More hefty.
Heavier. Jingly.
Dang. Jingly.
When did all you guys get in a session with sacks?
It's the new thing.
It's the hottest craze.
Yeah.
Hey, what was that thing you
gonna
were
need-
saying? Jingless? Crim scram?
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, it was Sandy. It was Sandy Clothes.
Yeah, I love Sandy Clothes. One time, Sandy Clothes gave me, what did he give me? He gave me, stop looking at me. I'm getting all nervous.
Take your time.
Oh, thank you. He gave me a race car.
Nice.
It's real good. I
Sounds
love Sandy
sick.
Claus. Sandy Clothes.
Sounds sick.
Sandy Clothes once gave me a harmonica. It didn't work, but it was nice.
Well, at least it was nice.
So you're from Bollywood? That's the
Yeah.
only place I heard people talk about Sandy Clothes.
Yeah, they had a lot of stuff like that there. I haven't been there in I don't even know how long. Probably at least a decade.
Well, heck, maybe we're kin. And they kind of the person known as Middle comes up to you and claps you on the shoulder, and goes in for a friendly handshake.
Nice to meet you.
It's been forever since I've been there, but the last time I left it's a pretty great place.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's hope we can all get home one day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice meeting y'all.
Yeah, nice meeting you too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Later.
See ya.
I hope we never meet again.
Yeah, it would kind of
Yeah,
suck.
same.
And they walk off to their own ship. Well, rather to their own business.
Yeah.
What is in this
Uh,
sack?
Lots of shiny shit. Lots of sort of vague valuables.
Okay.
It comes out to about 9 jingle.
Okay.
Damn.
And J Prime is with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Lug in particular recognizes that it's probably a bunch of the more valuable stuff, that they had killed people for, or rather allowed them to kill each other for. But yeah, you've got a sack of 9 jingle. Everybody's back on the ship. You take Jerry aboard.
What? I was just gonna say to Jay, you don't have to come with us, right? We can drop you off somewhere.
I
if you
think it's
want.
better if he came with us instead of stay there, honestly.
I know.
I was
yeah.
gonna say I'd like you to drop me off, but all right,
Well,
sure.
where would you like to go if we stopped by there somewhere?
Anywhere.
Okay, we'll see by the next island we get to. Hopefully, it will be a good place. Do you guys know what happened? I'm so confused.
Yeah, they were about to have an event where they just kill all their senators and grab all their things.
Oh,
Oh.
nice to know.
Yeah.
I think Lug looks at Rusty kind of like,
You knew that too.
He nods like, yeah.
How did I not know
So-
about this?
I'm gonna
So
pull
you-
out the piece of paper that I grabbed in the photo.
I think
like,
Lug
yeah,
kind of
here you
pulls
go.
out his, and they kind of like swap it Pokemon card style.
Just
And I
look it
think he
over.
kind of like idly
Hey.
asks, like,
So you knew what was in the bag.
Yeah, I'm glad that Lug is just like, yeah, Rusty can read now. I'm glad Lug
I,
has
I think
confidence.
Lug's just assuming he's looking at the pictures.
Okay, understandable. Rusty's gonna nod like, yeah, I knew what was in the bag.
Except he's just like shaking his head.
As your ship sails off from the pier, with your futures intact where many others had ended, another ship leaves, and behind it leaves a flame that slowly consumes the entirety of Hidden and forces everybody on it their own separate ways. And session.
In session. That was a fun session. I enjoyed this session.
Oh, thank you. I was,
Yeah.
trying to keep away from like the immediate obstacle combat kind of thing.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think that worked.
I did
Yeah,
too.
I kind of designed it essentially as a thing where, you were given a good reason not to like try and kill each other. Which one was you're hurt, and the second one was the other people don't necessarily want to fight.
Mm.
But
think-
before we continue, we gotta we gotta end of session moves. So, who would you say knows Lug better now?
Rusty, probably.
Oh, yeah, I saw
Hmm.
him carrying out that bag, and
So,
we did have that kerfuffle at the start.
So do I mark that, or does he?
Rusty knows you better, so he marks it.
Okay.
I mark it. Yippee.
What is it? What is your checks with him now?
I got an experience, so now I'm at 1.
Nice. So who knows Giuseppe better?
Lug.
Yeah, you two had conversation. Meanwhile, Rusty
Some
didn't.
camaraderie.
Camaraderie.
You learned that Lug is like not very likely to like get too mad if somebody like implies that you're like, handling him.
You know how it is.
Like
It's
Lug
just
didn't make a stink about like, oh yeah, you're the dude's the handler.
Subordinates.
Yeah.
Orbit.
Okay. Lug mark it. And finally, who knows Rusty better?
Probably Lug as well, since we did have that argument, and I knew what was in the bag.
I think like really the biggest reason you know each other better is because of like the little paper trade.
Yeah, paper trade. Yeah.
Because Lug realized, oh, he's actually like able to do things. Like he
Oh.
isn't just kind of like he doesn't bumble this.
Yeah, he's not a bumbling idiot. He figured out the same thing I figured out.
Also, the fact that Rusty kind of throughout the day was objecting everything, but when it finally mattered, he didn't.
Hmm. That's fair. All right, you got all those marked?
Yay.
I think so.
Okay. Did anybody improve out of this?
I did.
I think I have another improvement. I'll have to mark both next session.
Okay.
I have a suggestion, actually, because I'm getting to the
What is
point
it?
where almost all of my level up slots are
Right.
getting full. And I have a kind of suggestion I was thinking about throughout this. What if you could, it would be in a scenario where you can only hold one and anything else you would have to use immediately, but you could use a level to heal a tick on your clock down.
Hmm.
And you could
That's
only
an
hold
idea.
one. Anything else
We can
you would
discuss
have to
this kind of
use.
thing further, but
Just something to think about. Of course, it might be a
Right.
bit overpowered. I don't know how much.
if I was going
we
to do
would
something
have
like
to-
that, I'd make it something like use like inspiration, like give you a +1 if you really
Right.
needed it. Just like a nice thing on the back burner. Of course, remember you can always introduce new characters. You can retire characters.
And that's why I say you can only hold one. So if you wanted to actually use it on that instead.
That's fair.
I still always debate on like introducing a new character. I just don't know when we're over halfway through the story.
Yeah, we are hitting. This is essentially the final arc, so
I don't want it to end.
it's gonna speed up. And not simply just because the boat is literally faster.
Yeah.
We've got like 3 islands to visit.
So, we were talking about comments and such.
So
I love
did you not expect us to
Visage
like
and her
infiltrate?
crew.
What do you say?
I love Visage, her crew, the characterization Josie has put on them. I'm saddened that we will not meet again.
I'm not too sad. My throat hurts.
You know what? That's understandable.
I am hoping that we can.
I was having to mute a lot so I could cough.
You coughed a little bit on mic, but I
did, and I was about to say no, that Visage was doing that.
Yeah,
but
no,
then didn't say
I
it.
just kind of assumed Visage was doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I kind of assumed that too.
I'm hoping that we can defeat BG and all these like clearly normal people who just like have to live under his thumb can like go back to doing whatever. I don't know. There seems like there's a lot of like nice-ish people under BG who just like BG kind of sucks, so you have to get rid of him so they can like go back to doing whatever.
Unionize.
I liked talking about sax. I wish I got to do a bit more this session, but like I still think I got some good stuff in.
I'm glad
I did what Giuseppe does best, so.
I'm glad Sidekick Bot gave us some actually good rolls this session.
Yeah, it gave you some fucking stupid rolls for stuff that didn't necessarily matter that much.
Advanced move roll.
Yeah. Because
Yeah, you're the only one who hasn't had one.
I didn't have any idea what to do if my seduce or manipulate did not work on the mousy dude at the start. Yeah.
I mean, you could always default to in-brain puppet strings.
Yeah, I know.
I know that that's that I consider that a last resort kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or at least second resort. Last resort would be fuck you, do it, and then go aggro.
Time to go aggro.
You'll never know how many knives I got on me, bud.
So, Michael, you were talking earlier about how this didn't go with your expectations.
I was honestly thinking that at the end of the day, the 2 big results that were going to happen were either Visage and her gang get imprisoned through slander and get executed, or Lug Pumper Bone feels his way into the battlefield and disarms enough people to turn the tides.
Lord, you were expecting a fight.
I was expecting a fight.
I didn't know what I was expecting. I wanted to solve things diplomacy, but I guess we kind of did. Diplomacy being divide the island so everyone has to leave.
Yeah, diplomacy through violence.
No, I'm glad there was no violence. Well,
Yeah.
there was a little bit that one time, but I'd say that's okay.
It was tension.
People fought over a bottle. I hope they got that bottle. I hope they managed to get that bottle off the island before it burned up.
Yeah, someone got it. They're gonna sell it for a very good amount of money 10 years from now.
One barter.
Nah, it's probably worth 2 barter right now, and 10 years it'll probably be worth 7.
Who's Giuseppe?
Lug's the one who's going to be
Giuseppe?
remembered. Giuseppe may not be remembered.
Who's Giuseppe?
JPP. I like how I was able to do some mispronunciations. No one said anything about it. Then we get JPP.
Listen. That just throttled me, alright.
I laughed so hard, and I really am glad that Push to Talk is on, so I didn't burst your eardrums.
I'm glad that I got to bring up a lot of things only Giuseppe knows about.
Like cows and
Santa Claus.
Sandy
quite know who
clothes.
Cows
Sandy Claus
and
is.
sandy clothes, yeah.
Sandy Claus does bring gifts to everyone, but he also just he's also a tailor.
Understandable.
Man, I'm glad Lug didn't peer through Rusty and be like, wait, you can read? I need to keep up with everybody not knowing I know how to read. I've got no reason to tell them, and I've got no reason not to tell them. It'll be a funny haha when it comes up, you can read, yeah.
Yeah, I've known how to read this whole time, actually, guys.
So what'd y'all think of like kind of the general narrative of like what was going on?
I enjoyed it. Hey.
Fuck multi-level marketing. You didn't even have to make this in a deep blues thing to tell me that.
It was definitely pretty quick, but I think it was
Yeah.
a pretty good story while we got it.
The only thing separating multi-level marketing and cults is that multi-level marketing involves more
Yeah,
money.
you're right. Look at Rusty. He's
I mean,
dirt poor.
well, the real problem is that they're often combined, such as in the case of Scientology.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point.
So basically, they're the same fucking thing.
Hey, I love this session.
Thanks.
Mm.
I'm glad y'all liked it so
it was
damn
so
much.
much fun. I love
What in
being-
particular did you find fun?
Listen, just being able to just talk and be chill with everybody and get through stuff that way is like my interests.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed getting to do a lot of talking with everyone at the beginning of the session, like the
I'm
plan
glad.
making.
Yeah, I know that I don't often like allow much time between, you know,
Fighting.
the start, the thing. Oh no, look out, do the fight. So I'm glad that I could give you some time to actually like air out and be characters.
Yeah. Outside of just violence.
I need to like stop judging I need to stop judging sessions by like the amount of rolls I get, because like I think I still did a lot even
I
if
still
I didn't roll
do
too
need to
much.
like focus on you a bit more, I'd say.
I always tend to be like quieter when other people are like doing their actions, so
Yeah. On top of that, I
I
think
just
you
need to
just
speak out a bit
like your
more.
playstyle is a little bit passive. You know, like you want to be the
Yeah.
distraction. You were
yeah, I always intended Giuseppe to be like more of a passive
Right.
character than an action like an
Lug.
attacker.
be a
Lug.
gun lugger next time.
Yeah. Be lug pumper.
Why is Lug
I don't
not a
fucking
gun
know.
lugger?
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, Lug?
You're
Why
gonna
don't
make
you
a gun lugger
gun?
named Savvy
Why
next.
don't you
What?
gun?
Shut the fuck up. Because when I gun, I don't roll good. Also, speaking of things I like this session, I liked whenever I rolled good.
I just realized Wynn probably should have taken the body just so we could like use it
I
as
hate
fuel
that you
for our
said
boat.
this.
Nah.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Michael.
I debated
mean,
it.
Jacob, I'm so sorry, Jacob. That sounds
Damn. We
like
think
something
of
Michael
we think
would
of Michael
suggest.
as like the most fucked up guy here, but Jacob,
Yeah,
yeesh.
Jacob suggested that. Like, I would have thought Michael would have said something like that, but no, Jacob here.
I didn't remember it until just now.
Jacob here. We gotta put blood in the machine, baby. We gotta put Mario in
It's
the
gonna
machine,
happen.
baby.
He's a big guy. He probably has lots
I don't know if that's how that works. Probably.
Also, I was gonna ask, where do you think y'all are gonna go next?
I don't have the
I
map
can
on me.
repost the map if you'd like.
Yeah, let's repost the map. It's been a while.
Post the
We
map. I
haven't
want to
looked
get.
at it.
Yeah, I want to. My main priority is to get like the remaining mercs. Like I don't even know how many we've
We
gone.
have to
We've
go
kind of
back
been
to
going slow at
Hollister.
that.
I know we have
Currently,
to go
the
through...
only, there's only I think 3.
Yeah, there's one
There's
through
one
the
in-
estuary, and
Yeah.
the other in the other place we have yet to
Yep.
be to.
There,
Prosper?
yeah, there's one. Yep, Prosper, the
Prosper.
estuary, and Hollister.
Yeah.
The one that
I
the
think
one
we're
that
close
one
to
as
Prosper.
was at Jonathan's disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Poor Jonathan's.
And where
Um,
are we in
You're in Hidden.
reference to all of those?
Hidden's
Where are
like
we
down
closest?
bottom. Closest thing to you is
Closest.
like closest actual place is Prosper.
Yeah, we should
You're
probably
still
go to
kind of
Prosper
hurting,
then.
and like you kind of dipped into the estuary for a bit and got really hurt.
Well, maybe we can
Yeah.
finally see if all the rumors of Prosper
Yeah,
are true.
the
Snake.
shrimp.
It's made out of
Styrofoam.
clay and styrofoam. It is constantly growing, but also shrinking. And moving away from all the other islands. And the people there don't like people because they make rumors up about them.
Oh, because other people
I mean,
make
can't
rumors
be worse
about
than
them.
Hidden.
Yeah.
Can't be worse. Don't say
Everybody
that.
makes
Yeah.
Jacob. It
rumors
can
about
be worse.
Prosper, and it
And
sucks.
and all rumors that are made up about Prosper come true. These are the things that we have
Let's hope
decided
they're
about
true.
Prosper, without you saying
Yeah, we're
yes
just
or
making
no to.
speculations. Hopefully it's true, haha.
The only thing we know about Jonathan's is that Zeep is there.
Yeah, Zeep's dead. Yeah, Zeep's dead.
Because
now,
Jonathan is
thankfully.
gone.
Yeah, Jonathan was like taken over by BG.
Yeah, hey, look into the voice channel. Do you see Zeep? No, because he's dead.
Oh, I'm very stupid. I posted that in the
That's fucked up.
bot channel.
It's for Zeep's eyes only.
Yeah.
Oops, I didn't want it on OBS. Damn it.
That's okay.
Go away, OBS.
Don't say that. That may crash mine.
Okay.
No, it's
There we
fine.
go. Here's the map. Goddamn, that's why you were asking. I don't know what this is like. Having dragged my map onto OBS will do, but
I will look at it and
I
it'll
don't
show
know
me what
why
OBS
there's
is.
this giant line
that
here.
line was the direction.
Why is there a
Remember when you
line?
were leaving Millions and you had one of the number stations? You figured out it was coming from that direction.
Oh, so it's coming
Yeah,
from
that's why.
Prosper.
Yeah, that's why we're heading this way. We wanted to stop at Hidden first and then Prosper.
Of course it's coming from fucking Prosper.
I don't know. So we control the dot at Millions, and they control the dot at Jonathan. So it's just like 3. We need to get more of them. It's like the 7 needles.
Oh, let's see.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, I say we go to Prosper because I don't.
Yeah, I say
Hollister is
Prosper.
closest, but Prosper is probably safest.
Plus,
I was thinking Prosper, then head back, maybe look in the estuary, and then hit Hollister. And then we might just have to go to the
yeah,
storm.
plus
Who knows?
you've got to remember that those little like
that's
dotted
what the
lines between
Bauhaus
places are
is.
like the natural currents. So actually going between Hidden to the estuary to Hollister is like really difficult and shitty because you're not like going with any natural currents.
Damn. Well, it's a good thing we got blood. Oh wait, that's right.
We don't have blood.
That's
Shut the
right.
fuck
We
up.
don't have blood.
I still say that we should be able to use fish blood.
Fish blood is inherently different.
Fish,
Fish
Yeah, they
much
do.
fish don't
mercury
have
in
any blood.
Shut up.
Fish have blood, you dingus. What do you fucking
Not
mean,
much.
not much?
It means not much. There's not all the blood in fish.
Jake could be like, not when I'm done with them.
Fucking
What?
Jesus.
What does that mean?
But no, only premium 100% man blood will work.
Man, meat.
Shut up.
Man
We
milk.
both went in two completely different directions that ended up in the same point.
All right. Do you think that's everything?
I think so.
I think
I
so.
love
I
this
do. This was a
session.
very good session. I had a lot of fun. I got a lot of good rolls that brightened my
I'm
mood
glad
a
I
lot.
didn't have to fight Visage or her crew because I did love them. I absolutely did love them.
And I'm honestly kind of glad too because I started liking them too,
I love
unfortunately.
you. I love you, look.
Yeah, it's making me more motivated to like get rid of BG before he has to sick more minions on us.
Maybe you'll get your
I
wish.
don't know.
I,
There's good people out in the blue. I don't want to kill them.
Maybe we'll just
Alright,
ruin
well,
it for everybody.
sometimes.
Sweet Jeremy's last.
Thank you
We
everyone
could've
for
killed
listening.
him.
This has been Deep Blues Session 25. Crack open Kopaka with the Boyonicles.
Don't say that. What does that mean?
So long, everyone.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
I'm cracking open a cold one. Hang on.